Good evening, bikers. Jimmy here again, reminding you to stay tuned for the end of the show and have a listen to the promo for The Lovely Craftians. Now, it's no secret that I adore Call of Cthulhu, and when I first began my podcast journey, it was these lovelies who I listened to first, and I never really stopped. These gals put the fun into Fungi from Yoggoth, so go subscribe. Now, as we step ever closer to episode 15, I do have to clarify a couple of things. As I'm sure you know, we created an exclusive episode for Patreon where Dee and Sally build a clubhouse in the Elysium junkyard. For those who haven't heard the episode, you should know that the clubhouse was named The Last Post after an old pub sign they discovered among their trashy treasures. Sally uncovered a unicycle, which she is determined to master, and Toes, well, you can find out about Toes very, very shortly. If you'd like to listen to the full episode, be sure to subscribe to our Patreon. That's patreon.com/BritsOnBikes. Finally, a small note on content. In today's episode, Dee continues to explore and come to terms with their identity, particularly between 37 and 44 minutes. Quite honestly, I think it's some of the purest and most wholesome RP we have ever done. But for some, particularly in the LGBTQ community, it may be a little close to home and might touch a nerve. I'll put spoilers in the show notes for you to decide. Anyways, on that note, let's get on with the show. Good evening, Brits on Bikes fans, and welcome back to episode 15 of our wonderful little podcast. With me, as always, is Eve.
Howdy.
And Kat.
Hello.
And of course, I am Sir Jimothy Sprinkles of Westchester.
Sure.
I just made up a title for myself. I don't even know if Westchester exists. Probably not. Okay, alright. So, how is everyone doing today?
I'm doing pretty okay.
Kat, how are you doing?
I would be fine if my computer would just cooperate.
Okay, that's all right. It's part and parcel of the profession.
Yeah.
Don't you
profession
know?
implies we're getting paid for this.
Well, yeah, there is that. On that note, don't forget, guys, Patreon/Brits on Bikes. So, Dark Times, back in episode 14, if I do recall. Would anybody like to do a recap?
I can actually do it this time because I know what happened.
Okay, then go on then, Kat.
2 days ago.
Dazzle us with your amazing memory.
Oh, God. Okay. So, I can't remember how it started, but I remember that in the middle we ended up going to rally the troops to head off to the farm in order to confront Mrs. Stratemeyer. That is her name. Excellent. And we refused to, Dee and Sally refused to check the barn alone because that sounded like a trap. So we went with the adults, the adult and Fae person, and found a trapdoor with a long, creepy tunnel with creepy paintings, which seemed either prophetic or historical, not entirely sure. And then we reached a room with a weird kind of... I mean, the only thing I can think of is like a Full Metal Alchemist alchemy circle, but I don't know how to describe that without referencing anime, because I can't remember how you described it, with the poor trapped wind elemental, and Mrs. Stratemeyer was doing her dark ritual, and Dee accidentally helped her. And then everyone started pulling guns.
Yeah.
That's about it, yeah.
Oh, well, you forgot the big thing. We released the Nephilim.
You did,
true.
yeah.
And then Thistledown shot Stratemeyer in the head.
Well, that was the pulling guns I was referring to.
Okay, well, there's different. You can pull a gun on someone without shooting
That's true,
them.
without shooting them, yeah.
I mean, that's what Dee did.
Yes, but Sally is still not happy about this and didn't actually see who did the shooting, so this is interesting.
Where we left you was, Dee, I think you were still straddling the body of Stratemeyer and had just handed your gun over to Mrs. Thistledown. Sally, you were still distracted by the Nephili disappearing into the air, and Erin is in there somewhere as well. Okay, so we're going to open this scene with Mrs. Thistledown placing Dee's gun into the waistband of her skirt.
What just happened?
Thistledown just shot her.
Why?
You have to understand something, children. In times of war, there will always be casualties. She had to go. I hope not to expose you to such atrocities, but needs must. We need to move forward.
Needs must, my butt. She was sitting there. She wasn't moving. It's done.
Where's
Dee.
that other gun from?
Those army guys. I'll explain later.
Army? You mean that time when we snuck into the Phoenix place? You've had that gun for months!
Yeah, okay, yes, I had the gun for freaking months. I will explain it later, okay? It's not that big of a deal, I didn't have any bullets.
Okay.
Can you both make grit rolls for me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 10. That's an 18.
That would be a 4.
I'm so gritty.
Dee's very upset right now.
Dee, can you take a adversity token?
Yes, I can.
Sally, as Dee's trying to explain themselves, you glance over at Mrs. Thistledown, and she doesn't look different, but you sense that something is wrong with her. She doesn't look like the person that you know. She's just staring intently, and you can see it's more than anger, it's rage.
Miss Thistledown?
At the sound of your voice, she turns sharply and looks at you and says, "Children, it's time we should go."
Yeah, I want to go home.
She looks over at Erin and she says, "Can you deal with this?" Erin's flipping through the book that Mrs. Stratemeyer had been reading from. She comes across a passage and shudders a little bit.
Yes. I'll deal with this. Get the children out of here. There's too much blood. Go, shoo.
And she shoos you out of the room.
Yeah, not wasting any time. Grabbing Dee by the wrist and frog marching out.
All right, so you go back through the tunnel. Mrs. Thistledown is just behind you. You walk past the paintings and the pictures again, up through the trapdoor, out of the barn, and onto the road back into Marsh Haven.
Acquired bike.
Did you have? Oh, you had your bikes with you, didn't you?
Yeah, we left them on the side of the road.
Okay, so what are you doing? Are you waiting for Mrs. Thistledown, or are you just going to cycle off?
I'm going to wait for Dee.
Dee is just very quietly just breathing very hard and very furrowed brow, just clearly grumpy about this whole situation.
Okay, so you're just shooting off and leaving Mrs. Thistledown. Okay, no problem. So you guys go cycling off. Where are you headed? Home?
Yes.
Dee as well?
I don't think Dee would. I think Dee cuts off and starts heading for the clubhouse.
Is he going to tell Sally about that? Or is he just going to ignore her? And have some quiet time?
Let's be honest. Sally definitely rides behind Dee most of the time.
I don't know, she's got much better flight than Dee does.
Sure, but she's also like a super follower.
Okay, so Dee, you initially you struck out and you just kid on a mission. Sally, can you make a flight roll for me then to see if you keep up?
10.
Yeah, you do. So you're just behind Dee, and as you get to the top of the road where you know that you need to turn off to head to Honeywell Gardens, you see that Dee just keeps on going.
Where are you going?
Going to the last post. I need to think.
Do you want me to leave you alone?
No, you don't gotta.
It sounds like he wants to be left alone. I will dither.
Roll dither.
Mm-hmm.
Well, make a brains roll.
That's a 3. What does that mean?
You continue to dither. I'm going to leave it entirely up to you. You decide what do you think Sally would do?
I think Sally would wait for some kind of indication from Dee. If Dee doesn't give any indication, Sally will leave. Okay,
so, well, Dee's continue to cycle off. You're left dithering at the top of the road.
I don't know. I think you probably know Dee well enough to know that.
Yes, but Sally has low self-esteem and thinks she's a burden, so she's not going to, impose herself.
As you're dithering, Sally, you can see a figure heading up the road towards you. It's Mrs. Thistledown.
Dither. I am embodying my character in that I am dithering.
Sally.
I do not want to talk to her. I want to leave.
Sally, where is Dee?
I don't know. And I'm going home.
I think that would be for the best. Listen to me now, Sally. Under no circumstances are the two of you to investigate anything else without my express permission. Do you understand?
I understand.
Erin and I have some work to do, and I don't think you're quite ready for, well, anything else just yet.
Fine.
So, Sally, what do you want to do?
I want to run home. Well, cycle home.
You're going to go home. Okay, so yes. you cycle home. I'm guessing you're just going to go head to bed, or
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
avoid family and go to sleep.
Okay. So you get in. You slam your bike into the front garden, and you head upstairs and go to bed. Dee, tell me what you want to do then.
Well, I was secretly, as Dee was secretly hoping that Sally would follow them, but apparently not. So yeah, just go out to the junkyard. Just dumb, real annoyed right now.
You cycle up to the Elysium junkyard. Where do you want to go? To the last post?
Yeah.
Can you make a grit roll for me, please?
Yes, I can. Oh god, I am rolling hot. 6.
You are in tunnel vision mode, so you head straight to the last post. You look neither left nor right, and you end up at your clubhouse. You walk through the door, and you can see that Toes is sat on one of the airline seats and gives a big socky glance up at you as the bell rings. Now, if we can just stop there for a moment, because we need to talk about Toes for a sec.
I was just about to say.
So for those listeners who aren't Patreons, we did a clubhouse building episode, and one of the objects that the kids found was a big ball of socks, which appears to be sentient and has the kind of appearance of a moppy dog. And they've named it Toes, and it just kind of scampers around their clubhouse. Fan art would be fully appreciated on that one.
We established that he looks a bit like Dougal from the Magic Roundabout, but made of socks.
Yeah, he does. Okay, so Dee, what do you want to do?
Dee's just pace. Can't believe she fucking just shot him. So that's not. No. We're not doing that. I'm not
Make a brains roll for me.
doing that. That's a 3.
That's a 3. Okay. Yeah, take an adversity token. Your mind's just too wound up at the moment. You're at a bit of a loss to know what to do with yourself.
Yeah. Dia just grabs her bat and goes outside to just like find the first car with an intact windshield.
Okay.
Productive.
Let me just... All right, because you're in this kind of surrounded area, you're going to have to go out through the yard and back through the tunnel to find something, decent to smash.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, well, it doesn't take you too long to find a battered old Morris Minor, only kind of 10 yards away from the tunnel entrance.
Cool. We're just gonna jump up onto the hood there and just start wailing on it.
Okay, so you're just pounding on this car, are you? You're going straight for the shield?
Yeah, that's the first one, because that's very satisfying.
Okay, make a brawn roll for me.
I'm not very,
It's not going to need to be 2.
Well, I would hope not. That's 3.
That'll do it. It's glass. Your bat makes contact and the whole windscreen just cracks. It doesn't completely shatter, but it does crack, and it's satisfying to watch the lines of glass just move out, creating this kind of spider web effect across the windshield.
Just keep on hitting that. Maybe jump down, go for the side view, mirrors. Maybe hit
Alright, yeah. I mean, it doesn't need a brawn roll to smash the windshield now. Your bat goes down and lets out an almighty crash, and glass just shatters inwards. You hop off the bonnet of the car and just start hacking at the side mirrors. Can you make a grit roll for me, please?
13. There we go. That's a little bit more like it.
As you go to hit the mirror for the second or third time, you manage to glance in the glass of the mirror a figure coming up towards you.
Yeah, Dee just wheels around and just has the bat up ready to go.
Whoa. Be cool, man, be cool. I just wondered what you're doing, little bro. There's a thin, rakish looking biker stood in front of you. He's dressed in the typical costume of the disciples. He has faded blue jeans, high combat boots. He wears a leather jacket, although quite unusually he has a very long satin scarf in a paisley colour, which gives him the appearance of perhaps trying to posh up a little bit. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Just chill, okay? Just chill. You've seen this guy around before. He's known to the other disciples as Weege.
Yeah, no, I know Weege. What you want, man?
I just wondered what the noise was, man. You're making quite a commotion out here. You don't want to piss off Cassie. She'll have your guts.
What, for smashing a car? It was already smashed.
Yeah, but that's not your property. Know what I mean, man? You can't go and do things like that. It's not proper. Now, what seems to be...
that's a lot coming from a freaking biker, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you judging me? Are you judging me because of the lifestyle I lead? That seems a little bit...
No, that's not my point. Right? I don't care that you're a biker. I'm just saying that, most of the bikers I met wouldn't give 2 craps about me beating on a car with a bat.
You don't in your own backyard, do you, sunshine?
We're in a junkyard. Everything's been on.
Yeah, but this is our home, all right? Okay, you don't go trashing things without Cassie's permission. Look, I'm just telling you this so that you don't get any grief.
Fine.
Now, what seems to be the problem?
No, just everything sucks, and we ain't up to the stuff that I thought that we were going to be up to, and freaking, just everything's crap. People just keep on dying, and I don't know what the hell I'm freaking even doing here. What's why do people bring me into stuff? If they're just gonna go and be the same freaking things as the stuff that we're trying to stop, And I don't know. I'm real steamed. I'm real peeved off, man.
Weege surprisingly doesn't react to your anger. He stands there and just listens, and there's a pause of about 10-15 seconds, and he looks at you appraisingly. He lets out a sigh, reaches into his jacket pocket and pulls out a flask, unscrews the top, takes a swig, and offers it to you.
He just takes a deep breath, just like, then snatches it, takes a swig.
Can you make a grit roll for me?
Oh yeah, no, I can do that. 19.
Okay, yeah, you take a big, long, hefty draft, and it burns, but you hold your own, and
I don't look bad in front of Weege.
and Weege just looks surprised and somewhat impressed. So, what I understand, Dee, is it?
Yeah.
What I understand, Dee, is you've got some pretty heavy stuff going on, and you don't really know what to do about it.
Yeah.
Anything our Weege can do to help?
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how much you know about the thistledown stuff.
Thistledown? Is that the old tart that Cassie knows?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, I don't know nothing about her.
Yeah, you probably don't want to get involved either.
Ain't she a teacher?
Yeah.
Don't like teachers.
Yeah.
Don't like school, to be honest.
No, me neither. Teachers suck.
Teachers do suck. And he holds his flask up and takes another swig.
He puts the hand out again for it.
He offers you another sip. Just take it easy, son. I don't want your parents to see that you're drunk.
Alright. That ain't gonna happen. I got no parents over here. My pop's over in jail. My mom's in New York. Like, who cares?
Oh, your old man's doing porridge, is he?
Mm-hmm.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, no. But he almost killed the dude. Like, stabbed him. Dude didn't die. Like, I guess, freaking, Dad's boss, like, got him a good lawyer or something, because he ain't in jail for super long. I don't know what's happening with any of that. I don't know. I don't care. Screw him, too. Screw him.
All right.
Screw my mom. Screw Uncle Tommy. Screw, freaking, you know what? Just screw them all. Screw all this crap.
All right, sunshine, settle down. Listen, do you know what helps me calm down and relax and forget about all the worries of the world?
What was that?
He looks over and he says, "Come on, follow me."
Alright, yeah, sure.
And you begin to head off in the direction of the old railway carriage.
Ooh.
I'm just going to leave you there for a second.
Okay.
Sally.
Mm-hmm.
You've gone to bed, haven't you?
That was the plan.
Okay, so you've tucked yourself up in bed. Can you make a grit roll for me, please?
9.
So your sleep is surprisingly better than it could have been. You were just exhausted from the night's events, and whilst Mrs. Thistledown and Dee and the dark elements and everything else that's going on is worrying you, you're too tired to really think about it right now, so your sleep is fairly deep. You find yourself dreaming, and you find yourself in a familiar place. It's the courtroom of the castle in Nisa. Everything is very, very flickery. It's not like it was when you visited it. And you look around. There's nobody in the room except for Queen Ngumba. She's sat on the throne. What would you like to do?
Ngumba was the really enthusiastic one, right?
That's right, yeah.
I would like to go up and say hello, because she was nice to me before.
Okay, as you go to approach her, she raises her finger to her lips, and very, very quietly, she says to you, "The plume of the host." And the whole scene just disappears, and you find yourself waking up in bed.
plume of the host. I'm going to make a brains roll. I got an 8, so from that I can deduce that I know that plume means like feather.
Yep. It was also what she said to you when you visited.
I'd forgotten that.
Yeah, I thought you had. That's why
I
I stuck in a dream sequence to remind you.
Excellent. Okay. The plume of the host.
With that role, you also recall that she said, when all else seems lost, seek out the plume of the host. So I'm just going to leave you there for a second.
Okay.
Dee, although you thought you were heading to the carriage, you've actually not quite gone as far. Weech has headed up to a very large motorcycle. It's not a Harley Davidson, but it kind of gives off that vibe.
Which ones are super common over there?
I don't know, it'd probably be like a Triumph or something like that.
That's it, Triumph.
Sure. Yeah.
My pops is super into them.
He grabs a helmet and tosses it to you. Fancy a ride then? Maybe clear the old grey cells?
Yeah. I've never ridden on a motorcycle before.
Well, there's a first time for everything. And you could do a lot worse than our Weege. Alright, okay, so he briefly explains to you how to ride passenger on a motorcycle before kickstarting the bike, and you roar out of the Elysium. Can you make a flight roll for me, please?
Yes. That would be a 9.
You go sailing around the edge of Marsh Haven. You tear up the roads, which it appears doesn't give two shits about speeding laws whatsoever. And, well, you tell me, how do you feel about this?
I think Dee is having a genuine blast with it.
Cool, okay.
Yeah, Dee's been feeling like just like cooped up and just buried and heavy. And so just being able to let go of it and just do something stupid feels good.
Okay, so he takes you down Seaview Terrace. So you pass the quarry, you go down Seaview Terrace, which obviously is overlooking the sea. So you've got some pretty stellar views as well. You do a circuit round Sunnydale Crescent, and then you come back up Lee Heights and back round to the Elysium junkyard, where he rolls to a stop and he says to you, so, what do you think?
I gotta get a motorcycle.
Yeah, it has that effect on people.
You know what? Thanks, man. I needed that.
It's no problem, little dude. It's what I do, okay? We're not all big and scary.
No,
Cassie, she's
so.
a bit cuckoo, but she's a good leader, and we're good peoples to know. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You hear?
Yeah, no, I didn't think there was any problem with y'all.
Listen, anyway, you need to get back, otherwise there are going to be people worrying about you.
I guess.
Listen, you know you're always welcome here, and old Weege will take you out on a ride whenever you like, alright?
Alright, man. Yeah.
Go on then, clear off.
Alright.
And he wanders up in the direction of the railway carriage.
Dee gives them a wave, then goes and gets their bike and starts heading back home.
Okay, so you head back home. What are you doing? Are you going to bed?
Around what time?
You're probably looking at about 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Okay, so it's pretty out late. Okay.
Yeah. While you're cycling on your way home, you do notice, for the second time, all those flyers that you saw posted up. And you pretty much know the wording because you've passed them that many times in the last few days. And It just says, Community Guard recruiting now. Get to know your protectors. Social evening at the Nook and Cranny pub. First pint is on us. Special guest speaker, Victor Wallace of the Wallace School of Enlightenment.
What day was that on again?
It's this coming Friday.
Okay. Yeah, I think Duke briefly stops and stares at that for a minute. And then snatches one up, stuffs it in their back pocket, and then keeps on riding.
Okay. And are you riding home?
Yep.
So you ride home. Uncle Tommy is sat at the kitchen table, surrounded by paperwork. It's not uncommon for him to work late. And he looks up and he says, Oh, Dee, you're home. And then he looks up at the clock and he was like, gosh, it's terribly late. You shouldn't really be out at this time, Dee.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I got distracted. I wasn't paying attention at the time.
Well, just make sure that it doesn't happen again.
Sure thing.
Now off to bed with you.
Yeah.
Hang on. As you walk past, Uncle Tommy kind of makes a sniff. And then just goes back to his work.
Okay.
You're lucky I rolled bad. Which brings us on to, I believe, Thursday morning. What do you want to do? You guys wake up. It's a school day. Are you meeting up as usual?
Probably. Dee's definitely dragging their feet the entire time.
Sorry, I forgot that I'd muted my microphone. Yes, we will meet up.
You guys meet up. Let's play this out.
Are you alright, Dee?
Actually, wait, one sec. I'm gonna roll a grit just to see if I, got any leftover lingering bits from whatever that was. That's a 7. What do you think? Is that a hangover roll, or...?
I think you're probably alright. I mean, you had a couple of swigs. It wasn't like you nicked a bottle or anything like that.
Dee's a bit of a lanky person. Right. Okay. So, yeah, no, Dee's just like, yeah, no, I'm fine. I was out doing stuff. Actually, you know what? All things considered, after I got out of there, wasn't so bad. I'm still real pissed off at freaking Thistle down. I don't even want to see her today.
Yeah, I don't want to see her anymore either. Something's wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah. You know what? After school, we're gonna go out to the last post. We're gonna have a talk, okay?
Okay.
We gotta talk this stuff out.
Okay, so is there anything you want to do while you're at school?
I can't think of anything specifically offhand. Dee is not participating.
Sally is also quite distracted.
So whilst you're at school, there are a number of things that do occur that are a little bit out of the ordinary.
Oh.
First of all, you have your regular Thursday morning assembly. Mr. Cups announces that Anna Kingsford Comprehensive has gone into partnership with the Wallace School of Enlightenment, who intend to bring a breath of new life into the curriculum. The school has promised a wide range of new resources for Anna Kingsford, including a brand new top-of-the-line broadcasting setup that will enable students to talk to other schools all over the world. The other thing that you find is that you both have history on Thursdays and Mrs. Thistledown isn't in school.
Okay. Is the substitute cool?
Let's find out. The substitute is an... She is a stuck-up, newly qualified, and got a bug up her ass because she thinks no one will respect her because she's new. So she takes it all out on you guys.
No way,
not you guys,
because she's a turd.
not you guys specifically, but yeah, she's just an arse to everybody in general.
Okay.
Okay, but you manage to survive the day, and the bell goes, and you head off to the last post.
Da-la-la-la-la.
Yeah, transition music.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
And you cycle into the Elysium. You pass a couple of the bikers, including Weege.
Give them all a nod, give Weege a little wave.
Yeah, he gives you like a little kind of one finger salute. And you head into the last post. Toes is there, just scampering about. Did you take Nettles with you?
Yeah, we haven't talked to Nettles. Nettles has not been very active the past couple days.
No, he's been lurking.
Nettles likes to observe.
We've just got too many friends that we can't keep track of them all.
As you get in, the bell tinkles again, and Nettles If he was a human, he'd be rolling his eyes. He's not so much gotten used to Toes that he's now tolerates him in a very intolerant way. Toes, on the other hand, absolutely loves Nettles, and just wants to play with him, and he just kind of is trying to yap at him, and Nettles is like, nope.
Does Toes make any noises?
They're kind of.
Does he make the noise of footsteps when he barks?
It's just kind of like weird kind of socks flapping on floor.
I was just curious if it like barked or if it's just like miming the action of barking.
He has a lot of kind of you instinctively know how Toes is feeling, even though he doesn't really have a face per se. There are just like slight indentations where the eyes should be. The middle of what would be the face is just pronounced enough to be a sort of nose. And there's, again, a crease for a mouth. It doesn't really open as such. You know the PG Tips monkey? It looks like that mouth.
The sock monkey?
The sock monkey, yeah.
Oh, amazing. I love Toes.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
Alright.
I'm going to sit on one of the airline seats and wait expectantly.
So...
You're not going to sit on your unicycle?
Oh god, yeah, that's true. I should be practicing my unicycle. Yeah, I'm gonna try and practice the unicycle.
Okay.
This is a serious moment.
Yeah, but I've got a unicycle and I'm determined to learn to ride it.
Yeah, it's very cool. And I'm actually kind of jealous.
19 on a roll.
You got a 19?
Yes.
Alright, so you managed to get up on the unicycle and you managed to pedal 5 times without falling off.
Way! Amazing.
It's very good.
Sally, can you make a grit roll for me now?
Is this for have I hurt myself falling off?
Ooh.
14.
Yeah, you realise Dee is not in the mood for your unicycling.
But I love my unicycle.
Okay.
I'll sit down on one of the airline seats now.
So, we're both kind of, a little bit, cross with the book club, right?
I don't think cross is the right word, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they've been kind of getting on my nerves for a bit. You know, with all, like, the secrecy and crap. Right? Mm-hmm. You know? And then, like, the friggin', Thistledown just did there. That's not cool with me. So, you know, sorry I didn't tell you about the gun. I, didn't want to scare you or nothing.
Where did you, you got it from the army guys, but how?
Well, I went through and I was like, I'm gonna steal all the keys for the Jeeps, because, you know, screw these guys. And, like, I got a bunch of the keys for this stuff. I don't know how much I actually slowed them down. And I kind of popped open one of the glove compartments, and the pistol fell out into my lap, and I was like, oh no, what do I do? And I just stuffed it in my back pocket. And, like, I was planning on getting rid of it, but, then, like, Neil disappeared. And so I thought, you know, it might be better have it with me. If somebody tries to, like, kidnap me, I can, like, wave it around, hopefully scare them off or something. I don't know, it was dumb.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. You know what? I don't want us to be like the book club. Right?
Okay.
wants to be like, all like, oh, okay, everything's all secret, and what's up with that they used in that book that I'm reading, clandestine, like, let's not do that crap. So I've been keeping a lot of stuff, kinda just between me and me. So yeah, alright.
Like what?
Well, I mean, there's the gun, right? My dad's in jail. I don't think I told you why. It's because he stabbed the guy for the mob.
What?
Yeah, he kind of does stuff for him. It was the first time he stabbed anyone for him, as far as I know. Yeah, my mom's from here. Apparently, she knew about all this crap, including, like, Thistledown. Like, apparently they were pals. According to Thistledown, she don't remember none of it, I guess.
Okay.
That has something to do with why she moved to the States. I don't know. Thistledown wouldn't go into any details. Another thing that kind of, peeved me off. And, crap. One other thing that I'm, you know how, I, got, like, sent over here because, like, I was, getting into fights and stuff.
Yeah.
I never actually, like, told you, like, why I was getting into them fights.
I mean, I guess I just assumed that you had some strong opinions.
I mean, opinion was the base, quit being freaking jerks. But, okay, so, like, the thing is that, like, I mean, I'm not, I'm not sure or nothing, but I think that I might. Okay, look, you have to promise me. Okay, like, if you hate me or something, that, like, you'll at least, like, help me stop Victor. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure, I mean, like, think about it a fair bit. Like, I can't not think about it. So you absolutely, you cannot tell this to anybody. Okay?
Okay. I can't tell what.
You can't tell anybody. Okay? I'm pretty sure that I might be, maybe, possibly, I might be A girl. I think I might throw up.
I don't get it. Do you have girl parts or boy parts?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure I got boy parts, but I don't know. I can't explain it. Don't tell nobody. You know what? Just forget about it. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So, like, that's settled, that's done. We don't ever need to talk about that again. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's talk about how we're gonna stop Victor.
Are you sure you're okay?
Nope. Dee runs outside, throws up.
Sally is very confused and does not understand the concept of being transgender.
That's okay,
like,
neither does Dee.
If you have boy parts, you must be a boy. If you have girl parts, you must be a girl. What is the question here? Like, obviously that's not reality, but she doesn't know that.
Yeah. Yep. Dee's just outside throwing up.
Poor little Dee.
We lost Jimmy.
I think we need, like, Sally's confused, but I'm just wondering, how does Sally feel about Dee now?
I mean, I don't think she feels anything. It's just like, huh? It's like as if she said that, as if Dee had said, you know, I think I might be a fish. It's like, but you're not a fish. What? Why is this a question? So, like, just, I don't know.
But how does that, like,
Dee's having a moment.
Like, has it impacted on your friendship at all?
I wouldn't say. I'd say that it's that Sally thinks Dee's losing it a little bit, but otherwise, that's kind of like nothing else has changed.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think Sally's mature enough to understand the kind of concepts that Dee's talking about. But
yeah.
I also think that Sally is a very loyal friend.
Oh, absolutely. It's on my character sheet. Sally is loyal.
I mean, it's kind of like, you know, you can say you're the Pope if you like, but you're still my friend. Let's stop Evil Book Club.
Yeah. I'm not sure that you're correct. Like, I mean, I'm sure this is like horrendously offensive, but this is me trying to be a teenage girl in the 70s. Like, okay, I'm not sure you're right.
Yeah, no, that's 100%
that's
acceptable.
Because, like, obviously in real life, I understand that transgenderism is a thing, and it's, yeah. Teenage girl in the 70s doesn't have a clue.
Okay, so Dee has run outside throwing up. Sally, what do you want to do?
Poor little Dee. I think just sitting awkwardly is what Sally will do.
Okay. Dee?
Dee's just retching. Probably for a minute, then just another minute of just sitting there, like, breathing very heavily.
Dee?
Yeah?
Are you okay?
No?
Would you like a hug?
I don't know. I'm very confused about why I just did that.
Nettles, what do I do?
Are you spending a psychic point?
Yes, I'm spending a psychic point to ask Nettles, what do I do?
Oh, good grief, Sally. You really are a ridiculous thing sometimes. Clearly Dee needs some support. Could you please just get your backside out there and give him a hug?
What if he doesn't want a hug?
Are you his friend or not? Sorry, my pronouns are all over the place.
That's absolutely fine.
Okay.
Okay, Dee, I'm gonna give you a hug, okay?
Nettles barrels out ahead of Sally. He steps up to you and starts rubbing up against your leg, and instantly Dee, you begin to feel a little bit better.
It's good. Oh, I was getting dizzy there. Okay.
Oh, children. It's always children.
Yeah.
Give the Dee a big hug.
Yeah, Dee hugs back. I'm
Wait,
fine.
hang on, I have to do a brawn roll to see how tight I squeeze. Got
No,
a 4, not that tight.
we've had this discussion before. It's the strength behind the hug.
I squeeze.
Because good squeeze.
Excuse me. Has anybody forgotten that we're nearing the end of the world?
But Dee can't
Honestly,
answer
yes.
that.
I'm sorry, everything's gotten very weird all of a sudden, okay? You told me to be a good friend. I'm trying to be a good friend. What more do you want from me?
I think you need to come inside, and I think we all need to talk, don't we?
Dee Nettles wants to talk.
Is he really? Oh, yeah. No, Dee's just like totally down for this change of subject. Alright, so we finally down to like just talk to me then, huh, buddy? It's glaring at that dog.
Nettles doesn't respond and heads back into the last post.
I'm suspended his sausage privileges. Alright, let's go.
Alright, so you get back into the last post. What do you want to do?
Okay. So, yeah. Alright, yeah. We're gonna stop Victor. And this is what we're gonna do. Dee takes out the pamphlet, slaps it down on the table. It's like, okay. So, he's gonna be here on Friday, right?
Yes.
Now, the thing is, this is a bar. They probably won't think too highly what's going in there. Right?
Right.
So, first things first, you know what? We're gonna start doing this a lot of times. Not on book club terms. We need disguises. Second of all, yeah. Second of all, we are gonna do something. How are we gonna stop?
Oh, the Ngumba said, when all seems lost, seek the plume of the host. I have no idea what that means. A plume is a feather, and she's like the fairy queen.
Come on. Look at you giving me all the cool people.
It wasn't
I just
my
get
fault.
told that the world's gonna end and I'm gonna die.
Well, I don't want anyone more to die.
Oh yeah, no, me neither. That's why we gotta do this. Okay, plume of the host.
I don't know what that means though. Like a feather, and then a host is like someone who throws a party. I don't understand.
Okay. Host. Plume of the host. Who's the host? What's the host? Maybe it's the host of the little shindig?
So would that be Victor Wallace?
I don't know. What exactly did she tell you about it?
Just to seek it.
To seek it when?
When all seems lost. We're just sounding like now, 'cause there's already 3 rituals done out of 4.
Oh, the host. I don't know what that means.
Do you think we should go to the library?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. Did, this fairy queen, does she seem cool?
She was really nice.
Okay. Think we could trust her?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
She sent me on a quest to get like a marble. So that they could play a game of marbles. It was weird.
Okay. You know what? Let's go over everything that we know. Okay? Then
Okay.
if we can't figure it out from there, then we go and go to the library, try to figure something else out. Okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, so, you got a paper, pencil?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so.
I pull them out of my school bag because we came straight from school.
Alright, start writing this down. Eve is going to do that in real life too.
Excellent.
So, got the plume of the host.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we got Phoenix Plaza. That might be something. Phoenix a bird. Bird's got feathers. So maybe, I don't know. I kind of doubt it. Possibly. We'll put a finger on it.
Okay.
Then we know old Vicky is living there. I don't think he's living there quite yet.
He definitely has a base there. We know that the last ritual is fire.
Yeah, we got the fire ritual coming up. Fire ritual. Okay.
Plumes also have smoke. You get feathers that are plumes, but you also get like a plume of smoke.
Oh. Yeah, but what's the host?
I don't know.
Can you both make brains rolls for me, please?
Ugh. Why
Brains.
are you so
I
mean?
rolled a 2.
I rolled a 3. I do have 3 adversity tokens, if you think that would be enough.
Did we get any that reset when we on the things? Because I would like to give them to Dee if I have any.
Okay, yep, you can give some adversity tokens to Dee.
Kick ass.
Yeah, I'm just going to give all of mine to Dee, and then he gets an extra 12 on his brain roll.
Okay, that's the only way we're going to make successful brain rolls.
Absolutely.
All right, so Dee, you remember also the other thing that you have are the pictures.
The pictures?
In the tunnel.
Oh, yeah.
Pictures in the tunnel?
The murals on the wall.
Oh. I was thinking, like, photographs. Alright, okay, so, first picture, a bunch of dead people kneeling over, with, like, a bird guy, right?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Second one was,
They had the
like-
guys with the jars, didn't it?
yeah, they were holding up the jars,
To
and,
smash them. But that's the air ritual, we know that.
yeah. Third one's, the steak, right? The person getting their throat cut, the thing, scratched out of the sky.
Which one was the one that had the dog?
Yeah, that was the one with the dog, 4 people, like, trying to chill it out, because it was all grumpy. Hey, Nettles, is that you? In the picture? The guardian? You always the dog?
What's the boy talking about, Sally?
When we were at Dewdrop Farm, there was a tunnel and there were paintings on it. And one of them had a big dog that was like howling at the sky. And it was really upset and thrashing about, and there were people trying to calm it down. He wants to know if that's you.
Do I look like a big dog to you?
Well, you could be. You're a dog.
Without seeing the pictures, it's difficult to know. Well, since we're all confessing, I've lived for quite some time. I have been many dogs. It's possible, I suppose. It gets a bit fuzzy.
When you say a long time, how long?
Oh, a very long time.
What?
If only camera phones had been invented, and then we could show you the picture. And then everything would be so much easier.
Camera phones, this is ridiculous. What do you say?
They're like phones, but cameras. He said he's been alive for so long, he doesn't know if he was that dog.
Old old wily dog. Okay, so I'm thinking that one was the stabby, like the thing that I saw in my vision. Yeah, because like that, there were two people on slabs. I'm pretty sure one of them was me, and got like stabbed or whatever, and then that's when the bar guy came up. I could be wrong. This might not have anything else to do with it. There's also the big old hole in the sky in it. There's apparently just dropping crap out of it. So again,
Yeah, but we don't know what that crap is because it was all scratched out.
What if that's the plume of the host?
I don't know, it seemed like a bad thing.
I don't know.
Because it happened while people were dying.
See, and then the fourth one, that's when everybody's on fire.
Yeah.
Okay, so question. Old Vicky's trying to get a bunch of people tightly packed to like one area, get them all boozed up.
Oh no.
You don't think he's gonna try to burn them all down, do you?
He might.
Okay. So
How do we stop it?
I don't know yet. We'll check them out. We'll see if maybe we can find a way. Maybe we can find a way to get the whole thing just like canceled. I don't know. Like alright, hear me out. Hear me out. You're probably gonna hate this idea. What if we burn down the bar?
Burn down the tavern.
I totally saw that coming, but also that's a terrible idea.
Well, I mean, like, look, he can't burn everyone up if there's no bar to burn everyone up in. He's just gonna be like, I don't know, I'm a big dumbhead. Why did I think of that? Like, somebody just burning down the bar before I can burn everyone else in it.
But what if we accidentally burn people while the bar is burning down?
Well, we go in there, we shout fire! Yeah, everybody get out!
Why don't we, like, fill it with
no,
rats
he'd
or
probably
something?
just have them all gather up somewhere else.
Well, you could fill it with rats, and then they would shut the place, and then
Dee.
no one would be able to gather there.
D, make a brains roll.
Oh no! That's a 1.
Oh no.
Gotta quit making me roll those.
Sorry. Take an adversity token.
Yep, way ahead of ya. Okay, so in that case, we have to stop it the night of, because otherwise, if we do whatever, stop it too soon, he's just gonna reorganize and like just have it somewhere else.
Right.
So like we got stop it before like he can just be like, oh, we'll just go over here, cause I don't know what kind of fire monsters there are, but like I don't know, maybe like it would like summon up some big old burning bear or something to like just like stomp through the crowd. I don't know what his plan is. I doubt it's just to douse everyone in gas. So yeah, what else are we missing here? I think maybe we should I don't know, check that bar out. See if maybe like there's something set up there, some sort of like magical bullcrap.
Yeah, we should check it out. Also, do we know anyone who could help us that isn't part of the Magic Book Club?
Well, I mean, met a dude last night. He was pretty cool. I don't know. He doesn't know nothing about like magic stuff.
Well, they don't need to know about magic stuff. I think it would be good if there was more than just us, you know?
Okay, so, well, I mean, okay, in that case, we got Weege.
Got what?
Weege, one of the biker guys. He's cool.
Okay.
We talked and like went rode around on motorcycles. It was cool. See, Good. Maybe get a call in from school. He said he'd help us. Skip might be keen. Because we did drop that scoop. Which, boy, I bet you he's real confused by just the freaking mess up there now. What'd we say?
Yeah.
We told him. I don't know. What do you think?
I think we should ask them.
Alright, but what are we asking them? Because we still don't know what we're doing.
We'll say that we think something bad's gonna happen. That they're gonna, like, burn down the pub or something, and ask them to go along to the meeting so that there's people there that can help us.
Well, I mean, there's gonna be plenty of, like, land people there.
Yeah, but they're not gonna be, like, prepared for something to happen.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if it's book club stuff, neither is any of them other folks. They're gonna be waiting for, somebody to, like, light up a match and toss it on the floor or whatever.
Okay, we should work out what we need to do then.
Alright. I think most pressing 3 things is we're gonna get disguises, investigate the tavern,
Should we do that before we get disguises?
Huh? No, we get the disguises, that way we can, like, walk into the tavern.
But if they spot us, then we won't be able to use the disguises again.
But if they... You just want to, like, break into the basement or something?
Well, I was thinking... maybe not, like, break in, but, like, sneak?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Just when we're looking.
We'll bust into the basement all sneaky, like, and then you'll go and try to sort out what the plume is, because you're smart, and since I'm clever, I will go and get disguises.
You are good at that.
Yeah, okay. This is a plan.
Yes. I'm scared.
So am I. And that
Okay,
sucks. But we're gonna crush this.
We should make a secret handshake.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Put her there.
So tell me, Sally, what does this secret handshake look like?
I'm not sure.
We'll workshop it.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll wrap it up there for tonight. Thanks, guys. That was a really, really awesome session. I love the fact that I've spent most of the evening in silence just listening to the two of you, and there's some really nice moments in there. Things are definitely starting to come to a head, and I think we are getting ever closer towards the end of the Dark Elements arc.
I would like to apologise to the trans community for the opinions of a very inexperienced teenage girl.
We forgive you.
Thank you.
I think it is a contextual thing. I think it's.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I have no doubt that Sally will come around, no problem. She just can't process it.
Sally's totally fine with Dee, she just doesn't understand the question.
Yeah, no. Dee doesn't understand it either.
I think if Sally was to hop in and go, "Oh yes, Dee, you're transgender," I think that would be,
weird.
I think that's almost more offensive.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, I just felt like a dick saying things like, "But if you have boy parts, you must be a boy, and if you have girl parts, you must be a girl."
Well, I mean, honestly, like I said, those exact same thoughts are going through Dee's head. Dee does not understand it. It's a very difficult time.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll wrap it up there. So, listeners, thank you once again for joining us on our adventures. We hope you're having a good time. As always, you can reach out to us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is Brits_bikes. You can reach Eve at Copper Harpy, and you can get messages to Sally and speak to me at Jimmy Sprinkles, 2 S's at the end. Also, if you'd like to subscribe to our Patreon, it's Patreon/BritsOnBikes. Thank you once again for listening to our little show. So it's goodbye from Eve.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye from Kat.
Toodles.
And goodbye from me, Jimmy Sprinkles, saying, keep on biking.
It is absolutely necessary for the peace and safety of mankind that some of Earth's dark, dead corners and unplumbed depths be let alone, lest sleeping abnormalities wake to resurgent life, to newer and wider conquests. H.P. Lovecraft. But what if the worst should happen, and these words go unheeded? The darkness deepens, but you'll find you're not alone with the Lovely Craftians, a Call of Cthulhu actual play podcast, available at lovelycraftianspodcast.com or your favorite podcasting app. We all roll for sanity together here.